Hi, and welcome to Fresh Start with Michelle Adams, where I share tools and techniques that help you savor your present while honoring your past so that you can execute your plans. Thank you for joining me. Fresh Start is a podcast that will share stories from people like you and me who are starting something new after 40, whether it's in your career, relationships, or empty nest. We'll talk about the pitfalls, false starts, and fears of beginning something new at an age when many are beginning to think about finishing what they started many years ago. You will walk away inspired and motivated to continue or begin your new journey without explanation or apology. I had the privilege of attending a live interview with Lovey Ajayi Jones for her new book, Professional Troublemaker, when it first came out. If you don't have it, go get it. Thank me later. In the interview, she and the interviewer talked about being okay with serving where you are and not needing to be an entrepreneur. She went on to say that your zone of genius, coined by Gay Henderson, might be an amazing employee. As someone who is far removed from her 20s and almost an empty nester, this thought was freeing yet challenging. I am great at a lot of things, but I'm not sure where my zone of genius is. This made me think about other people in my situation. Society seems to put pressure on having it all figured out as adults when it is the furthest thing from the truth. Some of us still don't know what we want to do now that we are grown ups. And having young adult children who are starting their new lives doesn't make this feeling any easier. I celebrate every adult who has known, much like one of my former coworkers, that she wanted to be a doctor since she was a little girl. But that is not the case for many people. We are searching, but also settling into positions and roles because it's where our journey led us out of necessity. Paying bills is real. Life happened, and we stayed where we landed. Some of us were good at the jobs or roles that we took on early in our adult life, but we want something different, something more, something new and exciting. We have done well in the areas where we landed, but it always felt like something was missing. You know the feeling. With the lie of being told that we're too old, we have too much responsibility, or it's too late swirling around in our minds. We don't even try to consider that there is another way. There is another career or life decision out there that we haven't tried or considered and might actually enjoy. The most interesting part is that we read stories about someone our age or older beginning something new, and we don't consider if that could be us. We celebrate the shift and possibility for everyone else from our same seat with longing to do the same. People begin second or even third careers all the time. So, what are we afraid of? Is it starting something new? Your current position or your old job was once new to you. You went through orientation and learned all of the company's policies and procedures without fail. Doesn't sound like a problem. Is it that you need to go back to school? I get it. Going back to school after all these years might seem a little scary, but there's so much support out there. Your professors and teachers want to see you win. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Is it that you are afraid to feel like you will choose the wrong thing again? So, yes, I said so. After years of being a case manager and working in healthcare, I took a detour into real estate, eventually leading me to become dually licensed in 2 states where I used my license to work as a transaction coordinator. Some would say that I became a case manager for real estate agents. I support other agents in making sure that their clients get to the closing table on time. Initially, I was afraid of starting over again and choosing the wrong thing in real estate in a different position. My license meant that I was supposed to be in front of people, helping them do what my agents were doing, or at least that's what I thought. I had ideas of how to serve buyers and sellers in a way that I had not seen, but this was not the time. I was afraid to try something new. I was also afraid of what people might think. But then I stopped caring, especially after everything fell into place. I tried something new and I liked it. And I recognized that this doesn't have to be permanent any more than my old career as a case manager. I choose to focus on the here and now, savoring every moment right where I am. Is it time for you to make a shift in your career choice? Our parents taught us the value of staying on the job for 30 years, and that was great for them. Unfortunately, most of those companies did not return the favor. My mom worked her way up for a particular company from an entry level position to management. When this company was tired of her, they tried everything to force her out because of her age. Loyalty was gone. Fortunately, she left for medical reasons before they could cause any more stress. My mother hasn't heard from that company since she left. The place where she gave her youth, creativity, and yes, her loyalty. Their loyalty contract ended the moment she no longer could perform the work that she had been doing for them for over 30 years. She was replaceable. Is that what you want for your career? I decided that I did not want the same for myself. Look, I think that the millennials got this part right. I read an article that says that they do not stay on jobs very long because they don't feel the same loyalty that our parents felt. They are looking for a place that is a good fit for both them and the company. They recognize that an unhealthy, codependent relationship with the workplace is not something in which they are interested. They want to work in their zone of genius. So they are willing to keep trying over and over and over again until they find it. Are you willing to take the leap into the unknown to find what works for you? Are you ready to shine bright again? Go back to school. Apply for a new position. Shadow someone in a field in which you are most interested. I encourage you to not spend the remainder of your time working in a space where you dread going. Trust me, I know all about that too. maybe a podcast for another day. And please know that entrepreneurship may not be calling you, but your next job is. And they are wondering, what have they been doing all this time without you? What's your next move? What do you plan to do? The ball is in your court. I would love to chat with you about what was shared today. I know that that was a lot, but this is how we grow together. If what I shared helped you in any way, leave a comment below or shoot me a DM on Instagram at Fresh Start with Michelle Adams. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Talk to you later.